If you want something done right, you have to get down to business. In Uganda, it is business that is waging the strongest battle against malaria, Africa's leading killer. These women have had malaria many times. They know the aches, lethargy, and vomiting it brings. Many have lost children to it. It is the country's #1 medical menace.
If I can give you figures for Uganda alone, about 350 people die of malaria every day. Just imagine a Boeing 747 crashing every day. That is the impact of malaria.
The disease is carried by the Anopheles mosquito, which bites at night when people sleep. That's why the best prevention is an insecticide-treated mosquito net, or ITN for short. The business sector is getting ITNs into the hands of more Ugandans than ever before. Much of the thanks goes to Mennonite Economic Development Associates, known as Meda. It designed a project which was funded by the Canadian International Development Agency, or CIDA, to help companies promote ITNs.
Basically, our involvement in malaria control programs started as a result, first, of the liberalization of the economy by the Ugandan government, whereby government wanted to let business be done by the private sector. This left a very strong gap at a time when many Ugandans were dying of malaria.
Quality Chemicals has been a creative pioneer in showing how the commercial sector can help without relying on international donors. It set up a vast network to reach a multitude of trading centers and to educate people about how ITNs can save lives and money. Every day, its trucks bring ITNs to clinics, midwives, pharmacies, and supermarkets all over the country. Company officials analyzed the various levels of customers. One segment could easily afford to buy a mosquito net. Another was people who had some income, but for whom the cost still posed a hardship. Quality Chemicals worked through large employers to reach this group.
We approached the employers and put up strategies whereby the employers could subsidize the cost of an ITN.
Then there were those who simply couldn't afford a net. Quality Chemicals came up with a way to team up with microfinance institutions to make ITNs available to everyone. One such group is called FINCA, the Foundation for International Community Association. It gets ITNs from Quality Chemicals and provides them to clients on credit. The cost of the net, about $6, is added to the client's accounts, and they pay it back in small installments of about 50 cents. Quality Chemical staff meet regularly to educate FINCA leaders about malaria. This group has come in from the villages to hear how an ITN can protect lives and boost their businesses. Each of them represents a solidarity group of 10 clients.
Malaria is now taken for granted. Oh, somebody has malaria, okay? Let's go to the hospital, let's treat for a couple of days, and somebody will be fine. Or a man says, I'm unwell, I will take off a few days from work, and then I will be fine, I'll be taking some medication at home. They probably do not see how important those few days you keep away from work, the debility is.
The economic toll of malaria is huge. Half of all hospital visits are due to malaria. The disease is also the main reason why people miss work and why children stay home from school. Many Ugandans get malaria several times a year, losing an average of 7 work days each time.
And these are the kind of families where even the income, of course, is low, and treating malaria would be one huge financial burden to the family.
FINCA clients are small-scale vendors who earn only $2 or $3 a day, so they can't afford to miss work.
Treating it gets really high, maybe 5 times the cost of an insecticide mosquito net.
The combination of education and an affordable ITN is a lifesaver.
Some women were narrating to us that most of their children have died of what? Of malaria, and out of ignorance. Most of them didn't know, some knew, but they didn't have any solution for it. The system is simple. You get a net, you pay 800 in installments. Yeah.
The commercial sector in Uganda is making sure ITNs are widely available to everyone. Today, Quality Chemicals has thousands of distributors.
Basically, right now, because of the work that we've done in promoting ITNs, Almost every other supermarket, every other pharmacy, every other clinic stocks a net.
This shows the importance of harnessing the skills and energy of business to address a serious national problem.
The work that has been done in promoting the usage of ITNs is producing results.
Malaria costs Uganda $50 million a year, but increased use of ITNs is driving this lower and lower. More ITNs means increased school enrollment, higher productivity, and more disposable income. As a result, everybody benefits.
You know, it's been proved through action that the private sector is the best deliverer of services. ITNs used to be given out free of charge. But then people did not attach value to that. But the private sector came and said, no, we know you cannot afford, but try out of your bigger resources, try to do some savings and have an ITN. We teach them the impact. That actually it's better that you sleep in an ITN and you avoid going to a clinic for treatment. And end of the day, when they do the mathematics, they find that it works.
All this has been the result of business innovation and creativity by people who care about their fellow Ugandans.
We are business people with a conscience. We've got that consciousness of reducing death, but at the same time, it is also our work. It is a way of life. So we are encouraged to do it and do it and do it, and it's paying results. Indeed, very grateful to the assistance given by Meda of Canada through Meda. Meda is a great Canadian organization. They came to Africa to help. They came to Uganda to help. And the impact of Meda in promoting the usage of ITNs has been tremendous. It is paying dividends. And one day, God will say, thank you, Meda, thank you, Meda. You've done a lot to save the lives of Africans.